Hello, my name is Jim Hallberg with D3 Multisport, and this month's topic of discussion is something that I'm kind of passionate about, and it's about bikes and gear ratios. I see a lot of people climbing, up hills and during races, and a lot of athletes are really struggling. They don't preview the course. Maybe they're not familiar with what's ahead in the course, and if it's a hilly course, they have the wrong gear ratios. So one thing I want to go over is what's the proper gear ratio you should be having for a hill climb. One thing is you can always buy a different cassette or different gears for your rear wheel. In this case, you for an 11-speed bike, you might see something like an 11-25. That would be 11 tooth in the front, small, to a 25 gear ratio in the back. That's good for fairly flat courses, maybe very moderate climbs, very gentle climbs, nothing too severe. On the other hand, if you are seeing more severe climbing, you want a bigger gear ratio in the back. So an 11-32 is what this looks like. Compared to this, 11-25, 11-32, you have a lot more options when you're going uphill. So how do you go uphill? How do you go uphill efficiently, and how do you go uphill quickly? Well, two things that need to be worked on is torque, right? How much torque you can put into the pedals. Now, you can put out a high amount of torque with low cadence, but that doesn't really benefit you. That's a great winter workout. You can climb a hill repeats at like 60 cadence, 65 cadence, a lot of pressure on the pedals. You put it into a hard gear and go uphill. But that's really not going to get you uphill quickly, okay? That's just getting you leg strength. So to go uphill quickly, we need to have a gear ratio, okay, such as an 11, 27, 28, 29, 30. The steeper you go, the bigger the number of gears you want to have. And you want a gear ratio that allows you to turn your rhythm over in the upper 70s and even into the low 80s, okay? So that way you can still put out a lot of power. Your torque isn't going to be as high because your power is going to be based more on cadence, okay? So torque's not as high, but the power is still going to be fairly high. And you're going to save the legs a little bit. You're going to spin better up the hill. And what you'll want to do is high cadence intervals going uphill or in a race, okay? When I say high cadence, it's all relative, okay? We're not talking about the 60s, okay, cadence. That's not going to benefit anybody going up a hill. It's just going to sap your legs. So to go uphill efficiently, to go uphill quickly, you want to shoot for a more comfortable cadence, a bit higher into the, let's say, 75, 78, 80, 82 range. You'll get a lot of power, and you'll be able to turn it over quickly, and you won't sap the legs and probably go uphill much faster. Let's start with some biking drills to get you comfortable going up hills. First thing I want you to do is work on standing out of the saddle and slow speeds, working on body balance and bike balance. Sway that bike from left to right. Now notice I'm not trying to keep the bike still under me. I'm allowing it to swing back and forth, side to side. As you get a little bit more comfortable and you want to get a little faster, again, you want to apply a push-pull with your arms and swing back and forth and allowing that bike to swing under you. Now notice you can still ride the white line and you not swerve into traffic. You can still hold the bike still, but you're working on the bike rocking underneath you. As you get more comfortable doing that, you can use this as part of your training and or racing. So let's say we have a sustained climb and you're climbing maybe 3, 4, or 5%, and you could stay seated. And as it pitches up and it gets steeper, this is a good time and opportunity to stand and use your body weight to get over the little bit steeper sections. Now, when you do stand, you're not increasing an enormous amount of power. You're not downshifting and really accelerating hard. You're just what we call surfing the terrain. So sit, stand, using the standing portions on the steeper aspects of the climb, just using the momentum and body weight to use as leverage to get over the climb. Once you get over the climb, you'll want to get back into an aero position. This is no time for rest. You definitely want to get back up to speed as quickly as possible, and always keep pedaling. You definitely want to keep pedaling until you're running out of room. So lastly, as you go, let's say you're in a race and you have a short, steep climb. Might last 30 seconds or a 60-second effort, 20, anything within that. And it's a short race, not an Ironman, maybe an Olympic or sprint, or maybe even a half Ironman if you're pretty savvy on the bike. This is the time you downshift into a harder gear and stand and accelerate. Again, you want to push hard on the pedals, and you want to rock that bike under you and really use leverage. You're not trying to hold the bike still. You're allowing the bike to move under you and be fluid with it. You can also take this into a turn, and whether it's a flat going up a hill or into a turn, you definitely want to corner nice and strong. Stay low. The hill starts taking away your speed. That's when you stand up and accelerate.